In this video, we will learn how to create a website using Visual Studio IDE, and we will deploy the website in the server, and the server that we will use will be Internet Information Services, which is by default available in Windows platform. So first of all, we'll see whether IIS is enabled or not. So for that, we'll go to control panel, go to programs, go to Windows features on or off. So this is Windows features dialog box. So to enable IIS and ASP.NET, you have to go to Internet Information Services, you have to go to World Wide Web Services. There you have to select Application Development Features. Below Application Development Features, you have to select .NET Extensibility 3.5, .NET Extensibility 4.5, ASP.NET 3.5, ASP.NET 4.5. and if you want to use ASP, you can also enable ASP, and you have to select ISAPI extensions, ISAPI filters. And if you are selecting .NET Extensibility 3.5, make sure that .NET Framework 3.5 is also selected. Okay, so let us repeat once again. You have to select Internet Information Services, you have to select World Wide Web Services, you have to select Application Development Features. Below Application Development Features, you have to select .NET Extensibility 3.5, .NET Extensibility 4.5, ASP, ASP.NET 3.5, ASP.NET 4.5, ISAPI extensions, ISAPI filters. So when you are selecting .NET Extensibility 3.5, you should also select .NET Framework 3.5. Okay, so after selecting, click OK. It will take some time to install and it will be completed. So in this system they are already installed, so we won't be clicking OK. I'll just click cancel. So after IIS is installed, open your Visual Studio IDE. So to create a website using IDE and deploy it in the server IIS, so let us, before creating the website, let us see whether the server is installed or not by going to search and type inetmgr. So after the service is after the server is installed, type inetmgr in the search, press enter key. So if you correctly install the server, if you correctly select the options that I have mentioned previously, then IIS should be installed. And to open the IIS, you have to use the command inetmgr, inetmgr in the search window. So this is our IIS, and this is the root node. Under that we have sites, under that we have default website. So when we create a website in Visual Studio using IDE, and if you want to deploy the website in IIS, it will be created below this default website. A virtual directory will be created below this default website node. So let us create a website and deploy it in IIS using Visual Studio. Go to File, select New, select Website. So first of all, select a language. So our language will be Visual C Sharp, and the framework is 4.5. You can select your own framework, whatever is installed. I'm selecting 4.5 .NET framework, and I'm selecting ASP.NET empty website. Let us start from scratch. We'll create everything from scratch. We'll add everything whatever is required. So I'm selecting ASP.NET empty website. So the web location, we have three options here: file system, HTTP and FTP. So to create a website and deploy it in IIS, Internet Information Services, after it is installed, you have to select HTTP. Okay, so HTTP is a location which will help us create a website and deploy it in IIS. So by default the URL won't be like this, it will be just like this. Okay, http:// you have to type localhost / and give some name. I'll give it as some name. We'll call this as IIS website, or we'll call this as HTTP website. Okay, now don't worry about browse button, just select HTTP for IIS, type the URL as specified, that is http:// localhost some name for the website, click OK. Ours will be empty website, just click OK. So this will create a solution. Oops, there is an error here. What is the error? Saying that error creating web, unable to create the website, unable to access IIS metabase. You do not have sufficient privileges to access IIS website on your machine. This is because if you want to access IIS, if you want to create HTTP websites using Visual Studio, you have to open your Visual Studio using administrator privileges. So let us close our IDE. Let us go to search, type Visual Studio, right click Visual Studio. You have to right click Visual Studio here in the list of items. I am right clicking on Visual Studio 2013, select run as administrator. So click yes in the dialog box. So it is opened twice. Let us close one instance of the IDE. So this is our IDE. So let us go to file, new, website, select the language C#, select empty website, and click OK. You should not forget selecting the location HTTP, since we have already selected. I just clicked the empty website, so the website is automatically created. Let us create it once more. I'll close the solution, go to file, new, website, select C#, select the framework, select empty website, select the location, ours is IIS, so select HTTP, give a name here. Generally it won't be like this. For the first time when you are creating a website, it will be just http:// type localhost / I'll give a name, some name like HTTP website. Okay, so ours is empty website. Okay, now click OK. So our website is created, and inside a solution and in our website there is only one file called web.config file. There is a significance for it. It is very important file. It is an XML file. It is also called configuration file. We'll use lot of this file later in our videos. Let us close this as of now. So this is our empty website. Now our website contains only configuration file. Now let us add a single web page to our website. In the Solution Explorer, see, my Solution Explorer is already open, so sometimes it won't be open. Just close this. To open Solution Explorer, go to View, select Solution Explorer. Now right click this our website, HTTP website, select add new item. So I'm trying to add a web page to our website, so select add new item from add submenu. Now you have add new item dialog box. From the dialog box, select web form. So this is the name of the web page, default.aspx. Click add. So this will add a web page, empty web page. Okay. Now every web page has design mode, split mode and source mode. Right now currently we are in source mode. We'll discuss these modes later. Our objective and motto of this video is to learn how to create a website and deploy it in IIS. So we have created a website. We have selected location as HTTP. We have given a name. We have given a name as HTTP website, and we have added a web page to our website. Now let us go to design mode. So this is a design mode. We'll type something here. Let us save this. Now go to debug and start with the debugging. So this will compile the website and it will deploy it in IIS, and we are able to see the output. So this is a URL. Localhost is our server, HTTP website is a virtual directory, and default.aspx is our page, and this is the content. So let us verify IIS and see whether our website is really deployed in IIS or not. So this is our default website node. Right click default website node, select refresh. So this is our virtual directory, HTTP website, and these are the contents of this virtual directory. So we have default.aspx, we have default.aspx.cs, web.config file and web.debug.config file. This is a new file. Previously there was no such file. We had only web.config file, but now in 2013, Visual Studio 2013, we have web.debug.config file. We'll come to that file later. So when you create a website and you select a location HTTP in the Visual Studio, the website will be automatically deployed in the server, that is our IIS, Internet Information Services. A virtual directory will be automatically created and all the files will be deployed in that virtual directory. But the actual folder will be located in C drive, inetpub and root. So this is a location, C drive, inetpub, root is the actual folder where the actual folder exists. So this is our website, HTTP website, and these are our files in the hard drive. So this folder is linked to virtual directory in IIS. So if you want to copy your website, you have to copy this folder, not virtual directory. We cannot copy the virtual directory. We have to copy the folder in C drive, inetpub, root folder. Let us go to our solution. Let us to close the website, go to File, Close Solution. So this will close the website. So this is all for today. Here we have learned how to create a website and deploy the website in IIS. Thank you.